I am Saint Germain, and I come to be with you at this time to help you to continue to remember, to know who you are, to realize indeed, as your discussion earlier, what a gift you are, not only to mankind, but to yourself as well. How far you have come within this evolution of man, how it began so long ago when you volunteered to be a part of this expression, be a part of this experiment of free will being attacked, free will being attacked so that you would no longer have that free will. That is the dark forces that have been working at this to hold control, to keep you from realizing and remembering who you are and what you came here to do. For they knew, and they have always known, that once you remembered who you are, you as a collective you remembered who you are, that the game would be over for them. And indeed, that is now happening. The game is coming to an end because of you, because of the gift that you all bring to mankind. The gift of light, the gift of love, the gift of oneness, the gift of harmony, the gift of joy, all of this, the higher vibrational gifts that you bring in. Once the programming has dissipated within you, and indeed in most of you, and if not all of you, that programming is dissipating more and more and more. For indeed you are right in the midst of your ascension, the ascension process you are in right now. And there is nothing and no thing that can stop it at this point. Ascension is proceeding on. And you, each and every one of you that carry the light, that anchor the light, carry the light, and spread the light, are the catalysts to bring this about. You are the gift to keep on giving. All you need to do is realize in each and every moment who you are and remember what you came here for. You didn't necessarily come here to learn lessons, although that is part of the journey. But that is not your true purpose as a whole. Your true purpose is to bring mankind higher into higher vibrational frequency and consciousness, to raise consciousness throughout the land. That is your purpose. That is your gift. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to realize each and every moment moving forward that you came here for a reason, and you are the reason for the upliftment of mankind at this time. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Om. Greetings to one who serves here. Shoshana is here. And we are ready to assist you if you have questions. Would there be questions here for one who serves in Shoshana? Any questions here?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
Could you speak a little bit about the purpose or significance of souls coming in through multiple births, twins, triplets, etc.? Thank you.
Please confirm a little bit more your question. What is it that you are looking for here?
I guess the purpose in that event, when multiple souls come in together, just thinking about the purpose of that and the difference, the purpose in that happening and just coming in as a single birth.
We would say here, understand that it is not just the multiple births or the twins as you are saying it, but it is the multidimensional reality of who you all are. So when one comes in as a twin to the other one, that is in a sense the same thing as multidimensional reality for your many aspects of who you are. So you come in as twins, but you also are twins or twin souls in some cases here, of course, where twin souls come into the earth as well, but it is very infrequent that that occurs. Normally, the twin soul is at another dimensional level from the one that is here on the earth. But in terms of multidimensionality, you have many aspects of yourself operating, you might say, in other experiences right now at this moment. So your higher soul or your monad soul is having the greatest amount of experiences as possible at the same time, you see? So to understand the purpose for the ones coming in as twins, that is a purpose just for that particular oversoul that wants to have this experience here on the earth at the same time, and not in terms of multidimensional realities. So Shauna, do you have something you would add here, a different perspective?
We will ask this one a question, if we may, dear sister. May we ask?
Yes.
Dear sister, are you a twin?
Yes.
And is that the nature of your question?
Yes. Well, for all multiple births, since I'm part of that, I have always wondered, the difference in coming in as a single soul, I guess, or more than one together. And just because there's a difference, so I was wondering maybe what the higher difference, if there was a higher difference. I just want to understand the purpose of us coming in together.
Well, it is simple. It is unfinished business. That is all it is a continuation of whatever was going on before. It is unfinished business. And if you do not complete your unfinished business as a multiple, you will just do it again, you see. We find that, and we knew you were a twin, by the way.
Right.
We find that this twin that you have much unfinished business with. Is that not so?
Yes.
Yes. So you must attempt in every way to finish it, to resolve it, to find the common ground, to find a way to reunite in some way. We find that there are many unfinished things here, and you will just repeat it. So multiple births are meant to speed up, to expedite the unfinished business, because you see, you could meet this soul as a friend, as someone that you meet on the street or in the grocery store. You see, you can meet this soul in some other way, but you see, you start out within the same confines of birth. You are in the same cavity. You are you are wrestling for nutrition, you are starting all this communion together. You are together, you see, and you are meant to sort these things out. You are meant to complete your unfinished business. That is what it is about, you see. So you must go about finishing it. Does that make sense?
Yes. When I was speaking of unfinished business, in my perspective, we're very different, and we have different perspectives on almost everything. We don't have lots of issues other than, agreeing or disagreeing on different insights and information and beliefs. We don't, we get along well. We just don't agree on the parts of life that we're in.
Yes.
So
Well,
I don't think it's
we apologize.
Okay.
Continue.
No problem. I feel like, we love each other, we help each other, but we just disagree on the various aspects of life and so forth, and in certain issues we just don't have the same perspective, although we do love each other. So
we will ask this: who is right?
I don't, maybe I'm right for me and she's right for her. I'm not sure.
Well, the disagreement that you have is because one of you believes that they are right, that their perspective is the better perspective, that they understand more, that they have a more complete understanding of life, you see.
Right.
So the disagreement, and we think that is you.
Okay.
We think that is your perspective. Is that not so?
I just think that what I believe is right for me, and she's free to believe whatever she wants. I mean, she's not really we're not really into the same ideas. We're into different ideas, and we express them, but I never say that I'm right and she's wrong. Those are my ideas and beliefs, and she has her own ideas and beliefs. We just don't come together in those a lot.
Yes, and that is what you wish for. You wish for that. Many believe that if you come in as a double, that there will be similarities. And we will just say most of the time there is not. There is not similarities. You are meant to work things out. You are meant to come to an understanding. And you've come to the understanding that what she believes and what you believe are adequate, are what is for you, what is your life about. That is, you have come to that understanding. So that is all you need to know, and you will never change your twin and she will never change you. And it is meant to be that way. What is meant for you is to find commonality, to find common ground, to understand that you both come from the source. You are both God. You are both divine. And it does not matter what you believe. What matters is that you understand who you are, not who she is, but who you are, you see. That is what matters in life, and that is what matters for all, that they understand who they are, and that they accept all as part of the one. That is all we have to offer. Does that make sense?
Well, thank you. Yes, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Namaste.
Very good. Are there any further questions here?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So we all know about prime directive, non-interference with other souls, but I guess my question is I'm starting to take a lot of curiosity in my other lives as well, and I feel like there's kind of a push to kind of wrap Earth lives up. I've been purging and, going through the program. My question is, it's an interesting question, is I'd like to do sort of a, I don't know, ceremony or something where I forgive all players. I've done forgiveness rituals, but I'm kind of like, it came to me like I was in a higher vibration, and it was kind of, I'd like to forgive everyone. Everyone that's ever been part of my Earth lives. I don't care how many, all my Earth lives. All the players, dark, it doesn't matter. I wanted to do some sort of, ritual or forgiveness ceremony and take it very, very seriously, because this covers many thousands of lives, I would think, and do that. My question is, am I allowed to do that for the other aspects of my life? Meaning, they have their own lessons, and I'm kind of referring to them almost like they're outside of me, but they're not. But I have hundreds, if maybe not thousands, of other lives going on right now. And, can I forgive players in their game on their behalf? So I guess my question is kind of around this life, higher self, dominion over those other lives, and can I do healing in those other lives as well with regards to things like forgiveness? I'll just leave it at that.
We would say here, absolutely. You can use your ability, your knowing, your belief to accelerate the forgiveness or the letting go across dimensions. For you yourself as you are now, and who you have been as an aspect of your higher God self over the millennia up to this point, and even beyond that. So a blanket statement, as you are saying here, can go a long way. Now, it is not the saying itself, it is your belief in that saying. It is your belief and your vibrational frequency and consciousness in that moment, which is what will allow for the complete letting go of all in the past. That is what we are meaning when we say forgive, forget, and move on. Forgive,
yes.
Forgive everyone, everything, anything that's ever happened to you or by you, you see?
Correct.
Shauna, do you have...
Of course we do. We have a perspective.
And I would love for you to share it, please.
Well, we have a completely different perspective on this, dear brother. And we have a completely different idea of this, and we wish to ask you a question.
Of course. Go ahead.
What is it that you wish to forgive?
Everyone and everything that's ever interacted with me during my human life.
What is it that you wish to forgive them for? What did they do?
Well, that's a really interesting question. I've had some lives that were, negative experiences, I guess we would say. But I wouldn't call them negative experiences. They were just experiences. My soul said, I'm just going to play this role, for whatever growth it provided at that time and overall growth, right? So I don't know the specifics. I have a few hints, which I'd rather not repeat out loud, some from some prior lives, some things that I believe happened. And, again, it's just kind of me kind of like, cool, great, let's let it all go. It's all part of the forgive, forget, and move on. And whether it's this lives, and my question is related to whether it's this aspect of my lives or a bunch of other lives, they're all aspects of me, is can I initiate that healing and that forgiveness across all lives and all dimensions?
Well, of course you can. We will say this, though. There is nothing ever that happens to you.
Correct.
It happens for you. Your entire journey in each lifetime is designed by you. Mm-hmm. It is agreed upon by you. You agree to it, you see. So we would ask for all who are listening that if you agree to a lifetime, if you agree to a set of experiences, what is there to forgive?
Well, then that's a great follow-up question. Is there even a need to forgive?
Well, we will say no. We will say no. We will say no. And here is why. The main focus must be on allowing and accepting. Allowing and accepting all that you have designed for your own growth. And understand that you did it, that it was you see.
Right.
And you are on purpose. You purposefully designed all of this. We heard your conversation that there is no Star Wars without Darth Vader, and et cetera, and all of the references to this amazing docudrama called Star Wars, you see. And in those instances, in every instance, it was a lesson in oneness. It was a lesson in how to be one with everything, you see.
Yeah.
And in the process of learning to be one with everything, there is nothing to forgive because you are learning oneness with everything. You are learning to be one with the dark. You are learning to be one with the light. You are learning to be one with all things, and acceptance and allowance. So we say the better saying is allow, accept, and move on. See?
Allow, accept. I love that. Actually, I just changed it based on your perspective. I think I'm going to do a different type of ritual, and I'm just going to thank everyone. I think that's more appropriate because it was all on purpose. It was all chosen by me, and it's kind of forgiving. I think the flip side of that is just thanking everyone. Thank you for your participation. And, whether it was perceived good or bad, it doesn't really matter. It was all for my soul growth.
And when one comes to that understanding, that level of consciousness, which is a very high level of understanding and consciousness, when one comes to that, one lives in gratitude. One knows that they are designing it all for their own growth. And to cast in the idea of forgiveness is to minimize your power, you see, minimize your understanding. Well, we are happy that you understand, and we most likely believe that very few of you may agree with us, but this is our perspective and our understanding of life.
And thank you so much for that understanding and perspective. I really, really appreciate it.
Namaste, dear brother.
Namaste.
Good. Any further questions? Or we do need to release.
I've got a quick question.
Yes.
I've got a quick question. For some reason, Kent's question made me think of this. Many people are talking about doing sacred plant ceremonies. Many people are going down to the rainforest and doing ayahuasca. I've never done ayahuasca. I've done a few sacred plant ceremonies, more gentle, and they've been lovely. I guess my question is this: is there a danger? I'm not looking at myself because I'm not into drugs, but I've done a few and it's been lovely. Is there a danger in doing sacred ceremonies if you do it too often? Because I do have some people I know that do it all the time. I just want your insight on sacred plant ceremonies and the soul's alignment with it.
We would say it is not the amount of time that it is done, it is what is being expressed or the consciousness involved in that moment as you are doing whatever the experience is. Whatever the ceremony is, ceremony goes back thousands and thousands, even millions of years in terms of moving the consciousness forward in that ceremony. So when you do whatever ceremony it is, you need to be in a certain level of consciousness to experience that. So if you do a certain type of psychedelic drug or something of this nature, if you are in the right space in terms of vibrational frequency and consciousness, then the experience will be more what you are wanting it to be in that time. But if you are in a lower vibrational frequency and consciousness, it can be a very bad experience for you, or negative experience. Shoshana, do you have anything to say?
Well, we can share here. We can share. Maybe share, dear sister.
Of course, my wise sister, yes.
Dear sister, we find this an interesting question, and we will give our perspective here. When a human delves into plant medicine, they must be prepared, you see. They must be prepared in consciousness, because what comes up for many people is big, is massive, is a massive understanding, is a widening of their soul, is an opening in it's like a black hole. It's an opening into what they did not know, you see. The only danger that there is when you repeat this process is reconciling these experiences with your regular life. Because when you come back, when you are not on plant medicine, when you come back to your regular life, it seems dull. It seems inappropriate. It seems not real to you, you see. Unless you can reconcile it, unless you can understand that these magnanimous experiences that you have with plant medicine, delving into the levels of consciousness and dimensions that you did not really know existed until you did this, and then coming back to the flat third dimensional consciousness that you live every day, it is mind-blowing, you see. So you can blow your mind. You can blow your mind. You can not reconcile this. So conditioning your mind and having those that guide you, because you never do this alone, that guide you into these realms, and then have you understand where you are coming back to and reconciling those realms and learning to live within the confines of the third dimension once you've gone past it is the danger. Does that make sense, dear sister?
100%, Shoshana. So it's really the intention you have going in, and then after the experience or during the experience or right after, you integrate what you felt and experienced during that experience to integrate it into your day-to-day life.
That is a good word, and we wish we had said that, but that is exactly correct. You must integrate it fully, you see. That is perfect.
Yes. Thank you so much. That's very clarifying. Thank you so much.
Yes, namaste, dear sister.
Very good. Then we need to release channel. Shoshana, do you have parting message?
Well, we will say, we wish to say that it is a beautiful thing to forgive each other. If you are at that level of understanding and consciousness, and that will take you to the next step. You cannot skip it. If you have skipped it, you are not sensing what is the next level of consciousness. So as you forgive and as you move on, you will realize that your next step is acceptance and allowance past the forgiveness phase. And we believe that those that are on the ascension path, on the ascension climb, that they recognize that once they have passed the forgiveness stage, they have what is called in the Buddhist tradition radical acceptance. That is a much higher understanding of the integration of souls. Namaste.
Very good. And we simply say, as a result of your earlier discussion and about Star Wars, we would just say, may the Force be with you. Shanti, peace be with you.
Be the one.